Welcome to the Fame Files, episode 32.
32.
This week.
It's a big one.
It is a big one. Kendrick and SZA, right?
Yeah.
They're everywhere right now.
Yeah, they kind of are, aren't they? I mean, Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then just announcing a new tour.
Yeah.
Like
It feels like a real moment for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are we like reaching peak?
I mean, I don't know about peak Kendrick and SZA.
But it's definitely like a moment.
A moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, even that Super Bowl performance, right?
Oh my God.
10 songs.
10 songs. What? And even threw in like a deep cut.
Oh, really?
Not Like Us, which I think got a lot of people talking.
That's so interesting that they would choose that for the Super Bowl.
You don't really see that kind of risk-taking on such a huge stage, right?
Oh, for sure not.
Yeah.
Especially with such like a, it's not really a chart topper.
No, not at all.
And
a lot of fans are thinking it's directed at Drake.
That's the word on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of the lyrics are, they seem to kind of echo that controversy with Drake from a few years back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you think this song choice was a way for Kendrick to maybe send a message?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, ooh, what is he doing?
It's definitely open to interpretation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Totally.
But it is a song about morals and values, about standing by what you believe in.
Yeah.
And Kendrick has actually said that it reflects his own personal code.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, performing it at the Super Bowl with millions of people watching could definitely be seen as a powerful statement about those values.
For sure. And for anyone who might not know, maybe this is their first time tuning in, what exactly is a deep cut?
Oh, good question. So in music, a deep cut is like a song that wasn't a big hit or wasn't released as a single.
Gotcha.
So it's often a track that's like more popular amongst like dedicated fans.
So you're like a real fan if you know this one.
You know, exactly. So like choosing to perform one at the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's definitely unexpected. It kind of makes you wonder, like,
what's going on here?
Was there a deeper message behind it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adds a whole other layer to the performance.
Absolutely.
Right. Like it's not just about the music, but also what it means.
Yeah.
And the message behind it.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of big moves, though.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick and SZA just dropped the news. Like, boom.
Big time.
That they're teaming up for a UK stadium tour.
Right.
This summer.
That's huge.
I know.
The Grand National Tour, it's being called.
Fancy.
And it's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Hampden Park in Glasgow.
Wow.
Villa Park in Birmingham.
Okay.
Principality Stadium in Cardiff and Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London.
Those are massive.
Oh, yeah.
Like those are the venues that are reserved for
the biggest.
The hugest, yeah.
The biggest acts in the world.
So it's a real testament to
their drawing power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their star power, for sure.
Totally.
And get this, tickets go on sale Valentine's Day.
How fitting is that?
Right. A little pressure if you want to get them for your significant other.
I have a feeling these tickets are going to be hot commodities.
Oh, for sure.
Regardless of the romantic implications.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, SZA's star has really been on the rise.
Absolutely.
Especially after, she released the extended edition of her album, SOS.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, she headlined Glastonbury last year.
Glastonbury?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's huge.
This tour kind of feels like a victory lap.
Yeah, for both of them.
For both of them.
For sure. It's a great time to be a Kendrick and SZA fan.
It is.
That's for sure.
If you can afford it.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah.
Ticket prices.
Okay.
I got a sneak peek.
Okay.
At the prices for the Hampden Park show.
All right.
And let's just say,
yeah,
start saving your pennies now.
It's true. They're not cheap.
No.
For example.
Okay.
Standing room on the, what's it called? The energy floor.
Energy floor.
Yeah, that'll set you back £204.
500.
And if you're looking for a seat.
Right.
The most expensive ones are going for a whopping £389.45.
Wow.
Yeah.
£389.45.
For one ticket.
For one ticket. I get that they're huge stars.
Sure.
But that's a pretty steep price.
It is steep. The seating plan is kind of interesting, though. They've got like the classic golden circle standing areas.
Yeah.
Right by the stage.
Right.
Which always, come at a premium.
Totally.
And then there's the energy floor, which, I'm assuming, based on the name, has like a high energy, up close vibe, but it's still standing only.
Okay.
And then you've got the various seated sections.
Okay.
with prices based on, how good your view is of the stage.
So, like, if you're on a tighter budget,
Yeah.
sounds like a seat further back might be the way to go.
That's probably the most strategic approach, but
Yeah.
even those seats, like I said, they're not exactly cheap.
Right. Well,
So it's a tough decision, especially if you factor in, travel and accommodation on top of that.
right. It's all adding up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it begs the question, are these prices even justified?
Well, I mean, there's a few things to consider, right?
Okay.
You've got two incredibly talented artists
Yeah.
at the top of their game. It's a stadium show,
Right.
which means a lot of production costs,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
And then there's just, the sheer demand from fans.
So like a supply and demand kind of
Exactly.
situation.
Yeah. But it does raise a bigger question, I think, about the accessibility of live music,
Oh, for sure.
especially for fans who might not be able to, afford those prices.
Totally. Yeah. It's a complex issue.
It is. It's a tough one, right?
Yeah. It's a fine line to walk.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to be able to pay the artists and stuff like that. And you also want fans to be able to see them.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then it's like
You want to price anyone out.
price out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But shifting gears a little bit,
Okay.
I'm so curious
Yeah.
to see how their styles are going to blend together
Oh, yeah.
on this tour.
Interesting.
They've collaborated before.
Oh, of course, all the stars for Black Panther.
Oh my God, what a song.
So good.
And their voices.
They just go together so well.
They do.
I'm sure we'll hear some of that magic on this tour.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they do like full sets individually or
Right.
if they weave in like more collaborative moments throughout. I'm hoping for a mix of both.
Yeah, me too.
Can you imagine
Mm,
like SZA's voice
yeah.
on one of Kendrick's tracks?
Yeah, or vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. And their stage presence is so different as well.
Right.
Which could make for like a really
Yeah.
dynamic show, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like Kendrick's known for these like really intense, like theatrical performances.
Right.
Almost like performance art.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very, very
And then SVA has this like cool, like laid back vibe.
yeah, it's like energy
yeah.
and then chill,
Yeah, the perfect blend.
which I'm here for.
Exactly.
And these UK dates are kind of a big deal for both of them.
They are.
You know?
Huge.
Kendrick's last UK tour was
The Big Steppers.
back in 2022.
Yeah.
And he sold out multiple nights
Oh, wow.
at London's O2 Arena,
Which is huge.
which is huge.
But these stadiums, like I said, they're on another level.
Yeah.
Like, it just goes to show how much his
Popularity
has
exploded.
in the last few
Yeah,
years. Amazing.
And SZA, I mean, headlining Glastonbury
Oh, come on.
last year, that's no small feat.
No small fiat at all.
That's like a legendary.
legendary material. Yeah.
And it really just solidified her status
Oh,
as
she's
a major
force in music.
To think they're both Glastonbury alumni,
It's amazing.
and now they're sharing the stage on this massive stadium tour.
Yeah.
It's a real testament to like,
Their talent and their hard work.
yeah,
Just like
their dedication,
everything. Yeah,
their vision, yeah.
for sure.
So we've covered the Super Bowl,
Uh-huh.
we've covered the upcoming tour,
Yeah.
we've even covered the ticket price controversy.
The elephant in the room.
But I want to kind of like zoom out for a minute
Okay.
and think about the bigger picture here.
All right.
What does this moment
Yeah.
with Kendrick and SZA at the forefront,
Mm-hmm.
what does this tell us about
Ooh, that's a good question.
the state of like hip hop and R&B right now?
Yeah, I think
Where are we at?
I think that they represent like a new wave of artists
Okay.
who are like pushing boundaries
Yeah,
and redefining what it means to be
Uh-huh.
successful in these genres.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like they're not afraid to experiment, to be vulnerable, to address social issues in their music.
and it feels like it has real substance.
Totally.
You know, it's not just
entertaining.
just fluff.
Yeah.
It's art that reflects the world that we live in.
Yeah. And their success proves
Right.
that audiences are hungry for that.
Yes.
They're looking for artists who can connect with them on a deeper level,
Yeah.
who can make them think, make them feel.
It's that authenticity
Yeah.
that I think is really
Yeah, they're leading by example. I
Yeah.
think for like the next generation of artists showing that like
Yeah.
you can be both commercially successful
right.
and stay true to your artistic vision.
Totally.
It's powerful. It's a powerful message and it resonates
Beyond
beyond music.
the music, yeah.
For sure.
So what's next? I mean,
Oh, the $1 million question.
Right.
Kendrick is famously.
secretive
Oh my God, yeah.
about his upcoming projects.
Yeah.
But new music is definitely
Oh, it's coming.
on the horizon.
It's coming.
Yeah. And SCH hinted at exploring other
Avenues.
creative avenues.
Yes.
Like maybe directing,
Cool.
producing.
Interesting.
So it seems like they're both
Constantly evolving, yeah.
constantly evolving and like pushing themselves
Yeah.
to try new things.
Which makes me even more excited to see what they do next.
Me too.
Like this tour feels like the beginning
Of a new
chapter for both of them.
Totally. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But before we get too ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
we got to circle back
Correct.
to those ticket prices.
The elephant in the room.
That £204.50
Oof.
for the energy floor is
For
still
rent-free.
putting rent-free in my mind.
I get it. I get it. If you look at the breakdown of the seating plan for Hampden Park, though,
Okay.
you can kind of see why the prices vary so much.
Okay, break it down for me.
Okay, so you've got those coveted golden circle standing areas.
Okay.
Closest to the stage, which always come at a premium.
Of course.
Of course. And then there's the energy floor, which, like I said, probably has that like high energy, up close vibe.
Right, right.
But it's standing only.
Okay.
And then you've got all the various seated sections
Okay.
with prices based on, like I said,
Right.
how good your view is.
So if you're on a tighter budget,
Yeah.
further back might be the way to go.
That's probably the most strategic approach. But like I said, even those seats aren't exactly cheap.
No,
It's a tough decision.
it is a tough decision.
Yeah, especially when you factor in, like I said, travel and accommodation on top of that.
It all adds up.
It does. It does.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to think about.
It's a lot to think about.
So it really is.
But I guess that's just the dilemma you face when you've got
Yeah.
artists this popular.
Yeah.
You want to see them,
Yeah.
but can you afford it?
Right. It's a balancing act, for sure.
Yeah,
But for those who can make it work,
right.
I think these stadium shows are going to be truly special.
Oh, yeah.
Think about
That's
the
very-
production value, the energy of the crowd.
The lights, the stage design,
Oh, yeah.
maybe some pyrotechnics.
Maybe knowing Kendrick and SZA,
Yeah.
there will definitely be some surprises in store.
Right.
They're both known for, pushing creative boundaries.
Yeah.
So who knows, maybe a guest appearance or even a new song debut.
Stop. That would be amazing.
Right.
That's part of what this live music's so exciting.
Yeah.
That like element of, the unknown.
You never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you ready to swaddle up for tickets to the Grand National?
I'm seriously tempted, yeah. It's going to be like the hottest ticket of the summer.
Oh, for sure.
But ultimately, like you said,
Yeah.
it comes down to personal priorities and, of course, the budget.
The budget. Always the budget.
Always the budget, yeah.
But for any diehard fans out there of Kendrick and SZA
Yeah.
who are on the fence,
Yeah.
I would say
Do it.
go for it.
Yeah.
Because it's not every day
Yeah.
you get to see two artists like this
Yeah.
together.
Together on one stage.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you can't sweet it right now,
Yeah.
there's always the option of,
Catching them online.
catching a performance online or maybe waiting for a future tour.
The music will always be there
The music will always
in
be
one
there.
form or another.
Exactly.
But for those lucky enough to be at the Grand National Tour,
Oh,
get ready for an epic night.
it's going to be huge.
I have a feeling we'll be hearing about this for a long time to come. And this whole thing,
This whole whirlwind.
yeah,
Oh.
it just proves how much excitement there is around Kendrick and SZA right now.
Oh, for sure. They're at the top of their game, pushing boundaries, creating incredible music.
Yeah, and who knows what they'll do next. It feels like they're just getting started.
I agree.
It's an exciting time to be a fan. That's it for this week's Fame Files. Until next time, stay curious.
1891.